to another episode of the Josh and Friends podcast. I'm your host. My name is Josh, and I have a very special guest today. He's someone I've known since March of 2012. We originally met at work doing sales for FedEx. God, what a terrible job that was, by the way. Ugh, awful. Anyway, he was one of the first people I actually met and became friends with after moving to the area. But I immediately connected with him over our mutual love of sports and movies and my endless fascination with his Midwest accent. Oh, absolutely fantastic. Oh, yeah. But he's the Chicago native, a two-time fantasy football champion. And so, and I think that most people will strangely be fascinated with as well. So, without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce to you my buddy, my friend, the one and only Rich Falls. Rich, welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. How you been, man?
Things are good. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. So I'm just going to get right into this. One of the funniest things that I've always loved about hanging out with you is the amount of things that just annoy the living shit out of you. So actually, a better description would probably be things that, or people that you just despise. It's so fascinating. It's always been so fascinating to me that, you know, I'd always just sit there and just imagine to myself, picture things in my head. I got to ask Rich this. I got to ask Rich this question. I got to ask him if he likes this or not. And just to see if you'd like it or hate it. And sometimes you wouldn't care either way, but sometimes things would just set you off.
Sure.
And that's why back in 2013, I started compiling the list, the infamous Rich Falls hate list.
Oh no.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So I even posted this on Facebook, the entire list of things that Rich Falls hates. And it got like a lot of feedback. I don't know if it was all positive. It was mostly like people that were shocked about hearing all the stuff that you hate. But today I've decided that, you know, we should go over this list and break it down a little bit. And I want you to explain in detail some of these confusing choices to a lot of us.
Yeah, no problem. I'll also explain, the facts of certain things and
Okay.
some of the.
Well, some of them are very interesting, and they need some explanation.
Yeah, and some of the ones that are a little extreme and not true.
The fact that we're having this conversation in the first place is pretty funny. But the first category that I have is it's the category of food and beverage. So we're gonna go over this one real quick. So I know that some of this has been revised because your tastes have changed and you're doing like different diets and stuff like that.
Sure.
Just to work with. But kind of like an example of that is guacamole you mentioned.
Avocado.
Oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah,
Avocado.
specifically avocado.
Oh, okay, because you're like, I don't like guacamole because it has onions and whatever in it.
Well, that's true, but we'll get to that.
Okay, but I saw in here that it says, this is no joke. I'm just going to read these as it was written back in 2013, all right?
Go ahead.
So it says, I hate all green foods. Is that true? All green food? I mean, that's a pretty extensive list of foods to hate.
There was always an exception to that, and that was cucumber and broccoli.
Cucumber and broccoli? All right. Okay. That's an interesting... all right. But
I've learned that I can eat asparagus. So
wow, so we're adding stuff here. You don't like peas or
No.
green beans? Or,
No.
Oh, okay, all right.
no, that stays.
I don't know. So have your food or have your taste changed when it comes to spicy foods? Do you like spicy? I know you've been pretty mild kind of guy, kind of very middle of the road.
Yeah, Midwest Chicago white boys. So
not much taste to go, not much pop to it.
I've been accused of not liking flavor.
I see. It says all spicy foods. So hot sauce, Tabasco, salsa, hot peppers.
Still true. Yeah.
I was gonna give you.
I can handle it.
I was gonna make you something the other day, and it had like I go, oh, wait a minute, I just made this, but it has jalapenos and habaneros in it, and you're like, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'd rather starve.
No chance. I'd die.
Here's one that was very controversial, and you have to explain this one. Ice cream. Ice cream?
Yeah, I'm just not
Really?
a fan. Not a fan.
Not a fan of ice cream.
And the only ice cream that I would ever eat as a kid, or even
what a weirdo.
shut up.
Ice cream.
At random points, it would only be vanilla ice cream.
Okay, well goes with your personality there. Vanilla ice cream. All right. I see on here beer and hard alcohol, and it says in parentheses minus Dr. McGillicuddy's.
Okay, so a little explanation on all this is I just don't like alcoholic beverages. All right.
Why
I don't
would
know.
people want to?
I don't know if
subject
it's-
themselves to rubbing alcohol.
No. I mean, if I don't like the taste of something, I'm not going to acquire a taste.
Well,
so-
there's been there's these things called mixologists where they their job is to mix in the alcohol to make
people
things
have
taste better.
tried to make me drinks. Like they've tried chocolate drinks. And this will kind of mix in with some of the other
Yeah.
stuff you're gonna
Right,
talk about.
right.
Fruity drinks and things like that. Well, the thing is, I don't like a lot of things.
Okay, well that that makes a lot of sense. It's 5-hour energy shots are on here. I mean,
Well, I tried it once, and you can kind of tell that story if you'd like.
yeah, you kind of freaked out, kind of
No,
went crazy.
No,
like, you turned beet red, and
my head didn't feel right. So
okay,
whatever that reaction was, but if you want to tell the quick story,
I don't even remember the quick story. Isn't that when we drove to?
we were going to the bar. I think we were going somewhere.
Oh, it was up in it was Old Town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we were going
we
to
pu-
like Marley's actually,
Right.
and
Marley's.
it was like 11 o'clock or something like that, and you're like, hey, try this 5-hour energy, and I'm in the back seat of the car. Driving there, I'm always the driver
Right.
coming back.
Right.
But,
Yeah, I don't dare drive back.
But you gave me the shot, and about maybe 3 to 5 minutes later, it just threw me off. Like
Yeah.
I was lightheaded and
Yeah,
wasn't feeling
it
good.
was pretty crazy. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
what did I do to this
So
guy?
so guess what happens when that happens in my life?
I don't do
I
it
never go back again.
ever again.
Kind of like Arby's.
Arby's?
Yes.
What happened at Arby's?
I was about 5.5 or 6 years old. My dad took me because we used to take the bus because he didn't have a car at the time
Yeah.
in the city.
Right.
So he took me to Arby's, got some beef sandwiches or something like that. I ate it and was sick for about a week and a half. I'll spare you the details, though.
Okay, I can kind of picture it in my head where
Yeah.
you're going with this. Okay.
So
yeah, I
this-
kind of had like the same story with the chicken McNugget back in the day when
I've heard that. Story.
I took a bite of chicken McNugget and I extended my arm and looped down, almost hitting the counter was like a small intestine. I was like, or a large intestine, I guess, because it was pretty long. I was like, okay, I'm out. I'm out. I haven't eaten them since 1994.
Yeah, mine goes back a little further.
Really?
So like
Wow.
like 87. So
Jeez. Wow. Okay. Well, next on the list is Starbucks. What's the deal with that? Starbucks?
well, okay, couple things here. I don't drink coffee. So
Okay, well,
so
they're-
that explains that.
That eliminates 80% of their.
Yeah, the other part of it is when I actually sold coffee for 2.5 years, and I worked for Caribou Coffee, so they were
they're
my
the,
immediate competition.
Whoa. Okay. So we know how you hold grudges from the last couple questions here. All right. And then we have mushrooms. I kind of in the same boat with mushrooms. I don't know if you've changed on mushrooms. Nope. Okay. All right. You don't like. I always joke about mushrooms. I'm like, hey, if I want to eat some fungus, I'd kill an animal, bury it in the backyard, and let stuff grow off of it.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
But you could also get high from mushrooms.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh,
either,
okay. All right.
remember?
Well, just throwing it out there. Just
Hey.
throwing it out there, people. Cotton candy. Cotton candy?
I mean, is there really anything good about cotton candy?
It's fluffy. It's
no
sweet.
It's just
I don't.
It's just pure sugar, and it doesn't fill you up. I mean, it's as bad as popcorn.
Wait a minute. What's the deal with popcorn? That's not even on the list.
No, but it probably should be.
You don't like popcorn?
I don't like things that don't fill you up. Why eat something if it's not gonna fill you up?
Do you like rice cakes? Oh,
I was okay with rice cakes.
okay, all right.
Put some peanut butter or something on it like that.
Okay, so something has to go on the rice cake,
Oh, 100%.
like peanut butter or jam or something like that.
Yeah, don't get me started on that.
Oh, okay.
We'll
well,
talk
wait,
about
yeah,
that
that's coming
later.
up. We have salt and vinegar. I like how it's very specific to salt and vinegar potato chips.
Just not a fan.
Okay, just not
Yeah.
a fan
taste,
of the yeah.
pure taste. Again, if I don't,
By the way, I kind of like most of these things on the list. I'm a fan of.
I got you.
So, which a lot of people are like, "Are you kidding me?" But this one's interesting. Licorice, both red and black.
Yeah. Again, it kind of goes with the popcorn and the cotton candy thing, where it
Yeah,
doesn't really fill you up. There's really no reason for it. So,
I kind of like licorice.
and it's bland and well, normally I like bland. So
What about Twizzlers? Do you like Twizzlers?
no, I don't like any of that.
So Red Vines and Twizzlers are out.
Yeah,
Okay, all right, and
I'm not a big chewy candy fan.
okay, no, okay. How about raspberry? It says raspberry on here.
I don't like the flavor.
Do you like strawberries?
I do eat strawberries.
Okay. What other like? What about blueberries and some things like that? You like blueberries and stuff? Is it just raspberries mainly, or what?
Pretty much.
Yeah?
Blueberry muffins I could eat, but I would never eat
Blueberry
a
muffins.
regular blueberry or something like that.
Okay, and here we have the word omelet.
Yeah.
The word omelet,
Yeah,
not the actual.
Would you quit saying that? Thank you.
What is the deal with that?
No, it's just an ugly fucking word.
You're so bizarre. It's so great.
It's an ugly word.
Oh gosh, this
I
is
say
great.
eggs with cheese, please.
Okay, all right. And they're like, "Sir, do you mean an omelet?"
Eggs with cheese, please. Scrambled.
Okay. And here's a really interesting one. The one that confuses the hell out of everybody. The misuse of grape and strawberry jelly.
All right, pull up a chair, grab your notepad.
I'm already in a chair.
Grab your notepad, grab a pen, and I'll explain this very
All right,
clearly
I'm
and
listening.
distinctly, okay?
I'm just gazing into your eyes right now.
All right, here's the point, okay?
Right.
When you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich or peanut butter and jam, whatever you go with, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Grape jelly or grape jam goes with peanut butter.
Okay.
That's how you make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Now, if you're having toast in the morning,
Right.
all right, or maybe some eggs and you like to put some jam or jelly on your toast or eggs, okay, strawberry is a perfectly reasonable mixture there.
Right.
Okay, that works. Okay, anyone who puts strawberry jam or strawberry jelly on a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is committing a crime.
I've done that. I just raised my hand.
Yes.
So wait, I should be like
you
in
should be
prison?
convicted. Yes.
What if you like the taste of jam and
Hey, to each their own, but if you ever do it to me, I am calling the cops.
would you literally take it and throw it in the garbage? You're like, what is this?
Not
you take one. I see you just take one bite and
Probably
you
not
just
at
stare
this
at it.
point,
and you
but,
peel it open. You're like, is this strawberry jam?
It's a very strong belief of mine. So now,
okay.
I've had
Well, hey.
people.
That's what
pose
this show's all about. Opinions, right?
Hold on though. I've had people pose questions to me such as like, okay, so what if you toast the bread? Now you can go ahead and put the strawberry jam or jelly on the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Okay. I got you. All right. Okay. Moving on. We have we have onions. I mean, that's kind of a polarizing.
hate 'em all.
Kind of yeah. Now is that like just onions on like sandwiches and stuff like that?
Yeah,
I mean, because like onions are like minced and mixed into tons of food. So
there's a couple,
and if they're cooked and
like
stuff like that,
like onion powder or
right?
like
So it has to be very like
if it's a onion on a sandwich or
Right.
or you can
That's-
actually bite the
I can
onion.
understand that. That's pretty strong.
Hate
it's,
that.
It's pretty.
Any
even if-
type, green,
even if
red.
It's funny because even if like you ask for no onions on a burger and it still comes with onions, and if you peel it off, you can still taste it. That's how powerful onions are. So I got that. I got it. All seafood including sushi and other kinds of fish, minus shrimp.
That's pretty accurate. Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
Again,
I might be a
yeah.
little flexible now because of the diet that
Oh,
I'm on.
okay.
When it comes to some fish that I'd try.
Now,
I've had salmon recently.
salmon's pretty good. Now, if you want like the least fishy fish,
Sure.
go with cod. That's like that's very
But don't
not
they
very
eat
fishy.
like everything?
What's that?
Cod? Aren't they
I know
dirty fish?
I know that
Not that any
catfish
fish
are
is clean,
catfish and the bottom feeders of the
Right,
ocean.
right.
We have hummus. You a hummus guy?
No.
No. And they make a lot of different kinds of hummus now too, though.
Yeah,
But, like, the regular
grainy I don't
hummus?
like a whole lot of flavors, and I'm a big texture person, so no.
Okay. Well, we concluded our first part of food,
Thank God.
but we're gonna move on to
You're gonna move on?
we're gonna move on to music.
Oh no.
Yeah, so we have some musics coming up here. So,
All right. Some of this might have altered a little. but
ooh,
maybe
yeah.
not.
Okay, listening to some of Anna's music, you're like, yeah. Okay, so we have Meatloaf, not the dish, but the singer.
Yeah, it's just annoying. Now, granted, there's like one song that's fairly decent.
Which one?
The popular one, but
Well, he had that big album in the '70s, which was like,
bad out of hell. But
yeah,
but
but you didn't like
for
the
the most-
comeback, the big comeback.
for the most part,
right?
I just find him very annoying.
Is it because he's chubby?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the Blues Brothers were chubby.
That's true. Well, half of them were. We have this one's crazy to me, and you're gonna have to like discuss this a little bit because you have oldies music on here. Oldies music? That's pretty that's a pretty broad statement there. I mean, we're
Yeah.
talking like thousands and like hundreds of thousands of songs here.
So you have to understand something. I grew up as a single child.
Okay, and by the way, in parentheses says bubblegum pop music, Beach
Yes.
Boys, Elvis, the
Correct.
Monkees.
Correct.
What the hell, dude?
Absolutely
Are you
correct.
kidding me? You don't like, Last Train to Clarksville or Hey, we're the Monkees?
No.
Come on,
No.
man.
So here's the thing.
I'm a believer.
Like as a single kid, like no brothers, no sisters.
Right.
My mom was a single parent, and I was always with my mom, obviously.
Okay.
All she listened to was 50s and 60s pop music,
Yes.
and it annoyed the shit
Come
out of me.
on. It's happy music. It's fun. It's like good times and great oldies.
Occasional song might hit that I like,
Right,
but for the most part,
Okay,
you
okay.
can throw it aside.
You didn't have a happy childhood. Is that what we're getting to here?
You're not a therapist.
No, but I play one on TV. No, that's a lawyer. Never mind. All right, so we have moving on. We have the Scorpions. The Scorps.
So another,
Come on, man.
another very specific story.
You don't like? It's just because they're German, huh?
it has nothing to do with
You don't
it.
like the Germans? I mean,
no.
I could get on board with that. I can understand. I can understand, but they kind of.
I am
kinda
supposed to
creepy.
be Jewish, but anyways. So no, the reason I hate the Scorpions, and I'll use that word, is because when I was in broadcasting school,
Right.
Illinois Center for Broadcasting,
Okay.
one of my teachers ran an 80s station. He was like a DJ
Right.
for an 80s station.
Okay.
And he always brought up the Scorpions, always played the Scorpions.
It's kind of like that one show that always brings up Motley Crue.
Yeah. I won't bring them up. But but it annoyed me to no end that. Plus, I just don't really like their damn music.
Okay. Hey,
Sorry,
my my hands are up. They're in the air. I'm backed into a wall over here. Okay, I got you. Okay. The next couple are pretty polarizing. I mean, a lot of people probably agree with you on like these Donnie and Marie, Barry Manilow. Some of those Vegas acts now that
Right.
they're kicking around. Funny that like they're in Vegas, but I'm like, who would even go see that in Vegas? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't get it.
Donnie and Marie.
I don't get it.
I'm a little bit country, he's a little bit rock and roll.
Like
You that song?
I get the old like Frank Sinatra stuff
Right.
and things like that.
Yeah, but-
Specific
yeah.
things, but no, not the.
How about U2? U2's on here.
All right, again, like I'm not gonna ostracize.
Their early stuff is
I'm not
good.
gonna ostracize
No.
all of their songs. There might be like 4 to 5 songs
Right,
that
they're just kind of annoying.
I might enjoy,
preachy and-
but I hate the rest of them.
Right, okay. You're so
Period.
passionate about this. It's great. So we have on here disco. Now, disco is kind of like one of those categories where it's very broad. So like you can have
Sure.
like funk, disco, and disco pop, disco rock.
Completely separate thing. Okay, funk does not get thrown into my hate list.
Now, there's some funk groups that did disco,
I get it. Okay,
like Earth, Wind, and Fire, and
right.
some of those-
That doesn't get thrown. Funk doesn't get thrown in though. I'm talking about true disco ball going. John Travolta.
Right.
Walking.
You didn't like any of the Bee Gees songs?
One,
Which one?
the annoying one.
Oh, that narrows it down. Thanks, Rick.
No, there might be 1 or 2 songs
Okay.
from the Bee Gees. Can I name them? No, because I don't like them.
Staying Alive,
Probably
Night Fever.
Staying
How Deep
alive.
Is Your Love?
Staying Alive is probably the one that annoys me the least.
Okay. That's I had this friend that I used to work with. He goes, you know the difference between funk and disco is? I'm like, what's that? He goes, if it's funk or no, he goes, if I like it. And I'm like, oh, okay.
That's about right.
You're like, that's fairly accurate.
George Clinton is my man.
Yeah, George Clinton's pretty awesome. Okay, so then we have Nicki Minaj.
Yeah.
What about Cardi B? She's like the new kind of like.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Okay, she's just kind of annoying to you.
Yes. But then again, if you ask me about any music after like 2005,
You don't like the big butt? Do you like big butts? You heard her big butt and Kardashians and the.
Not a big fan of the pop culture thing going on nowadays. So.
Do you like? Well, you tweet. You're a tweeter.
I do get on Twitter. I do check Facebook, but I'm pretty much a ghost on there.
Okay. How about this one? So this is huge in the the 90s and the early 2000s, but boy bands.
Yeah, just not a fan.
NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, LFO, even New Kids on the Block.
Right.
What did they do to you, man?
So, actually, I will raise my hand in shame here.
Uh-oh.
As in,
I need to get my camera out here and take a picture of this.
As an 11-year-old boy, not knowing any better until I quickly learned.
Right.
I used to try to sing the song "Hang Tough" by New Kids on the Block.
Hanging tough?
Yes.
Whoa, hanging tough.
And
I like that. You know what I love in that song? Like the keyboards in the background. It's almost like what is that? It's like a harpsichord. It's so cheesy.
So this doesn't. I don't think these guys count as a boy band, but the one Boys to Men is the one that I like.
Boys to Men. Yeah,
So-
they're kind of. I don't even know what. Like kind of like a soul.
More
kinda
like soul, I would say.
acapella kind of
Yeah,
sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah, they had some good songs. And then Michael Jackson. I mean, Michael Jackson.
All
What?
right. So this one might just be.
Come on, man.
This one's probably a stretch, because I do remember as about
Do you remember?
I I remember as about a 7 or 8-year-old kid, my dad taking me to a pizza shop called Gigio's down in the city.
GGOs.
Yeah, and I legit would spend every dollar he would give me
Right.
on the song "Beat It" and play it about 15
That's
times.
funny that you say that because, like, I remember my favorite song. I mean, it had to be like circa 1983 or something like that. I loved that song. I was like, man, this song's so awesome. Love it. Love it.
Yeah, as a kid, I
to do
couldn't
that in
get enough,
karaoke again.
and I would dance to it and everything.
Okay, so you hate all Michael Jackson except for "Beat It." Is that because Eddie Van Halen plays the guitar solo in that?
Yeah, probably because there was a guitar in it.
Right. That is probably his most rocking song, that's for sure.
Right.
Okay, we're moving on to sports.
All right.
All right,
Long list.
This is mean, some of these are very. So you're from
Obvious.
Chicago. I mean,
Obvious.
so you're gonna hate like everybody else,
Basically, yes.
except for this one. You have the Cubs on here, the old Cubs,
Yeah.
the Chicago Cubs, the beloved nationwide. Everyone loves the Cubs.
So here's
You're like, not this guy.
well, I'm not a Cubs hater per se. They're like the Cincinnati Reds to me, okay? I just don't give a damn.
Okay, the Reds. Okay, all right.
I'm a White Sox fan. and
okay.
So they don't really bother me except when we play them a couple times
Okay,
a year.
so they don't bother you, but how about this one? The Packers.
Yeah, I hate them with all my heart.
Have you ever been to a Bears-Packers game?
I have. I was actually in Green Bay, row 2,
Whoa.
Brett Favre's last game
What?
against the Bears. The Bears won, by the way. It was on Christmas Day. My dad surprised me with the tickets
I believe that I was at Brett Favre's actual last game as a player in the NFL.
against Minnesota.
No, he wasn't at the Jets. He was with the Jets. The last.
He went to Minnesota
Oh,
after that.
Wait, was that before or after?
Yeah, it was. He was with the Jets before because he went to the Jets after he retired from
Maybe it was
the
at his last
Packers.
Jets game. I don't know.
No, I got you, but it's not like he didn't retire 15 times or
Right,
at least
right.
talk about it.
Like-
So he went to the Jets after Green Bay, and then because they didn't want him to go directly to a division opponent, so he went 1 year with the Jets and then went to
Man,
Minnesota.
remember how pissed off he made Green Bay by going to the
Oh, yeah.
Vikings?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
It's the best thing he ever did.
And you have on here, but you do have on here Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers as well. Really? You say you loved Aaron Rodgers back in
Yeah, when he
college?
was at Cal. Yeah, I did.
And then he joined the dark force or the dark side.
I know a lot of people probably won't believe this, but I actually called my dad. This was actually during Aaron Rodgers' freshman year at Cal.
Yeah.
I called my dad and I told him, I go,
I'm sorry, I don't know who this dad guy is. You talking
Yeah.
about the old man?
yeah, my old man.
The old man. Yeah.
Yeah, I refer to my dad as the old man. He's even in my phone as the old man. But I called him up and I said, hey, this freshman quarterback at Cal, Aaron Rodgers is his name. Remember that name because he'll be the first pick in the draft in the near future. And he should have been, but San Fran decided to take Alex Smith. So
Oh, that was it. That was it. He's evil.
yes,
The evil Aaron Rodgers.
yes,
And speaking of quarterbacks, you have Tom Brady on here.
yeah. I hate Michigan.
Wait, that's the reason you hate Tom Brady? Michigan? I
Well,
mean, it's fair. I get it.
It's a lot.
But he's
of
done
it.
a lot of things to be hated for.
Yeah, I'm not a Patriots
Marrying a
fan.
supermodel, being like good looking, being a great quarterback. Son of a bitch.
I just hate.
He's
Tom
like he's like how old is he now? Like 48 years old, and he's like he's getting better each year. I'm like, what the hell's going on with this guy? I'm with you on the Tom Brady. Ohio State is on here.
Yeah. So I'm not a Big Ten guy per se because I'm a Notre Dame fan.
Yeah.
But Ohio State is just a criminal university. So, and I mean, a lot of
What about Penn State?
universities do it.
What about
I
Penn
hate
State?
Penn State too.
See what I mean? There's like so much.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
so much love to go around.
And
And,
y-
when
and
I mean
we-
love, I mean hate.
And we didn't even mention Michigan yet, and I
No,
can't stand
I don't even
Michigan.
have Michigan on here, which
they
is,
should be on there.
Well, I can add it. I can add it later. And I have now this one might be changed a little bit because it says the Miami Heat, and I'm not sure because this is like years ago. So I mean, I don't know how
Right,
much you hate
right.
them anymore, but is that
Well, I was never a Heat fan. I'm a Chicago Bulls fan, obviously. So yeah, the Heat are never in my good graces. But then again, no other team is. so.
okay? How about the sport of soccer? Don't worry, I'm on board with you on this one. I'm
Yeah.
not a big soccer guy.
The thing is, I don't actually hate soccer.
Okay.
I hate kind of the people who try to.
Do you like floppers?
I don't. And they have those in basketball as well, but I'm not a big fan of, like, if you watched any of the World Cup or watch any other type of soccer.
I watched some of the World Cup with Steve Klunk.
That's fun.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah, it was actually kind of fun. Just
But
drinking,
even-
everyone yelling at the TV.
But you see some ridiculous things. I mean, at the highest level, it can be fun to watch at times. But on a consistent basis, I just can't get into it.
Okay, we're going to move on to geography. People are like, what? Geography? Yeah, well, we're going to get this started because we have the first thing on the list is mountains. Mountains? Mountains.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of heights. So
How did you get here? How did you get to Arizona?
what? I drove? No. Actually, I flew. I took a plane.
So do you get an aisle seat so you don't have to look out in the
I
the
mean, that's
ground?
not why. I prefer the aisle seat. But no, I like my feet steady on something. I don't like to be on a ledge or anything
Right.
like that. And I'm good.
I remember one time we were driving with you when we
Yep.
tricked you into going to this bar up in the
Yeah, just down the
mountains.
road.
Yeah, it was technically no. You said, "Where's this place?" And I go, "It's down the road. It's like 20 minutes down the road." But
He
it's
was lying.
no. Listen, you take a right out of my complex and you go down the road. I didn't say anything that was not factually inaccurate.
And then about 30 minutes later, I'm like, where the hell are we going?
Are these mountains? I hate mountains. And I'm like, oh, that's going on the list. He hates mountains. All right. And then we have the beach. It's kind of confusing to me. The beach.
The beach. Okay.
Have you been to the ocean yet?
Never seen an ocean yet.
You've never seen the ocean.
No.
But, I mean,
I haven't done a lot of traveling, obviously.
now, how do you hate the beach?
So,
Now, does this include like Michigan beaches?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
just
yeah.
any beach.
Yeah.
Anything with sand on it.
well, here's the thing. Like, I just never really understood the obsession with the beach because, I mean, the sand's too hot, the water's too cold. There's not really a point.
Okay, all right. We have the city of Scottsdale on here. The entire city of Scottsdale.
Yeah, you mean like... So, okay.
You're talking about like the
The
Scottsdale
kind
douchebags
of
and
the
like
Scotts. Yeah, that's the typical Scottsdale.
because there's
kind
the
of-
North Scottsdale, the South Scottsdale.
Yeah. So the typical Scottsdale profile.
you don't like the
people
milfs
out
of North Scottsdale? All the
there. See, I'm not I'm not a
all the
big.
cougars.
Not a big fan. Not a big fan. Don't ever do that again.
Okay.
All right. No, but the thing about it is, it's like the people who couldn't.
What do they
quite-
call them? The 30,000 millionaires or something like that. The 30K
Something
millionaires.
like that, yeah. But like to me, I always explained it like they seem like the people that couldn't quite make it in LA, so they moved to Scottsdale.
That makes sense. You have this is a pretty might be the biggest one on your list as far as like a blanket statement. The entire state of Michigan, and then ... as well as Minnesota.
I mean, that's more kind of in sports terms, like overall.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just talking mainly sports. Okay, I got you. So that should have been on the other list. And then this is probably the same continuation: Cleveland and Detroit.
That well,
Or you
okay.
actually hate those cities?
Why-
like actually for a
Why
lot more.
would you actually? I mean, Detroit can't even get themselves clean water. I mean,
Yeah.
sad story.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Cleveland is a shithole. So yeah,
Okay. And then you have heat, as in like hot weather. Heat. I mean, that kind of goes again. Does anybody like extreme? Like, I mean, the only reason that people live in Phoenix now, like it's such a big city,
Right.
is because of massive amounts of air conditioning and like the technology that has
correct.
enabled people to move here.
I just
you know?
feel anything over 80 degrees is really unnecessary.
But 80 degrees here is it's dry heat, man. It's dry heat.
Yeah, okay. Your oven's dry too. Set it to 110 and stick your head in and tell me if you're comfortable. Okay?
110. All right. All right. We're so entertainment. We have a couple of these here. So you don't like Halloween? Halloween is you're not a big Halloween guy, huh?
It's overrated.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Have you ever dressed up for Halloween? Let me guess, a baseball guy or something, right?
I was a baseball player for like 4 years and then I turned 9.
How dare you? How dare you?
And then I stopped dressing up. The last time I actually did dress up, it was for work. I like simple things because I'm not going to put makeup or anything like that on myself.
Right. What are you trying to say?
Anyway.
Yeah.
But so what I did, I dressed up as a Blues Brother. That was pretty easy.
Which one?
Shut up.
All right, and then we have horror movies. You don't like horror movies? You don't like Halloween or Friday the 13th or
I have
any of the Saw movies or?
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Hostel? Do you like Hostel?
No, I don't. I've seen it, yes.
Okay.
But
Scream? You don't like the Scream movies or anything like that?
well, that's more comedy type.
It's like a mixture of.
But the biggest thing is my imagination is good enough. I don't need to have thoughts put in my head about scary situations.
So do you like movies in general?
I do.
Okay. Sports movies.
I love sports movies.
Okay.
Comedies, action, drama, whatever. Good stuff.
Okay. How about here's one that you might be happy about now, because when this list was made, this was still going strong. But the circus, the circus is on here. The circus? You don't like the circus?
I hate clowns.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. I don't see that on the list, but I guess that
it kind of encompassed in circus.
Yeah. Do you like the treatment of
No,
elephants and stuff like that? You're like, no, I was fine with that.
No.
I was okay with that, but
I mean, when the curtain gets pulled back and you realize.
Do you like bearded
some
ladies?
Of the things, no,
I
don't.
Okay. All right. Moving on. We have we have Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon.
All right.
Footloose.
This might have been more.
What's that movie where Tremors? You don't like Tremors?
This might have been more of like a stretch kind of on the list.
Right.
But,
okay. Yeah. I'm listening.
I always was a fan of the game 6 Degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm not sure I ever really liked any of his movies.
Okay. Did you like that? Was he in? I can't. I'm having a Kevin Bacon block in my head. But he's been in.
See
tons
what I mean?
Oh, how dare you? You knew. Well, I guess this makes sense because he was in the first Friday the 13th movie. Okay. How about and this kind of dates the list here. Nacho Libre. I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
Now I like Jack Black.
Yeah, me too.
As a whole.
Yeah, sure.
But I don't like stupid movies.
Wait a minute, Austin Powers?
Self-explanatory.
Come
Austin
on.
Powers isn't stupid because it has intelligent comedy in it. Nacho Libre does not.
I'd never seen that movie, so you wouldn't
Don't.
recommend. Oh, okay. Yikes. Okay. And then here's a fascinating one to me. Sesame Street characters. Bert from Bert and Ernie. Not Ernie, but just Bert. Is it because he's mean? He's kind of like mean and grumpy and angry.
I was always a fan of Ernie.
Yeah.
So, but Bert I never liked.
Did you hear that thing where they came out like they're like the one of the writers is like, they're actually kind of like they're gay? They're kind of like a gay couple? Yeah, so maybe you just like the bottom. Okay, and we have for the top. Okay, we have Elmo on here. Elmo? He's so nice and
the most annoying voice, so we can move on.
Okay. And then he like always talks to Rosie O'Donnell and stuff like that. I was like, what is that all about? Okay. Okay, so here's some miscellaneous ones.
Sure.
So you have shorts. I don't think I've ever seen you wear shorts, and including right now, I don't think I've ever seen you wear shorts. What don't you hate about shorts, especially if you're living in Phoenix?
The thing about shorts is I'm just not really comfortable in them. And
You have big, strong, athletic, tan legs.
well, if you wanted, for the people that don't know me, if you want to describe my complexion out here,
Yeah, it's a cross between white and pink,
yeah. So here's the thing, like,
but not like pink like you were in the sun.
like
and
when
got a
people say go out and get some sun, right?
Because aren't you like you have like a red? It's like a redhead, kind of like a
I'm
blondish mix or
I'm
something.
a
like
redhead. Yeah, No, I mean, granted, I'm losing most of my hair at this point, but I'm a redhead, okay? So
Gotcha.
when I go outside,
Right.
and if I expose any body part at all,
Right.
I turn beet red. It's painful.
Okay, I hear you.
And some people
It
can
goes along with the hot weather.
yeah. So some people can do that, and then they go back and it'll be tan later.
Right.
No, I go pure white in 2 days. So it's just painful.
Okay. Loud clapping.
Okay, that's just a made up thing that you put on the list.
Oh, is it that? Okay,
because of work.
Oh, okay. You're like, why do you gotta clap so loud in my ear?
Yeah,
I'm right here.
I was on a call. You
Wait, why would I be clapping if you're on a call?
someone got a sale or someone said something.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Like they used to cheer for that.
Yeah.
They still do that at your new place?
Yeah, we tried to.
Oh, really? Yeah, they don't.
I would try to.
We don't do that at my place now. And blankets. Blankets? You don't like to snuggle with your woman underneath the blankets?
So, no, it's not so much that. It's just I don't get cold.
Oh, man.
I just don't get cold.
You must have been in hell living in Phoenix for these years. This one kind of... I don't know if this has changed, but there's group text messages on here, which is kind of weird because I'm on a couple of different threads with you. You're not the most active on the group text threads, but I do see that you have this on the list.
It's changed a little bit. If it's specific people about specific topics, I'm good with it.
Right.
Random like mass text messages annoy the crap out of me because they never stop. You know,
like I hate those ones where like people like add you on Facebook and there's like 250 people on them. I'm like, what is this? I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, I mean, like
I'm like, Josh Matlock has left the room.
And then you'll have someone who doesn't work or something like that, and they're just texting all damn day. Your phone's blowing up for no damn reason.
Must be nice, not working. Oh, all right. And then we have driving outside your box.
Yeah, so this is just kind of a thing.
Like an observation, kind of like
more of an observation. So the thing is, like, I drive to destinations normally.
Yeah.
So like I know how to get to places.
Okay.
Is
this pre like GPS? Because doesn't everybody kind of like know where they're going now? I mean
it's simple now with
because people are kind of like just dumb now. They're like, well, here's where I'm going. I'm not even going to pay attention now. I'm just going to let this thing go. Like, did you hear that story about where they the old couple like just turned on their GPS and the GPS like took them out in the middle of nowhere and like their car broke down or something like that and they're like just stranded up there. I'm like, wow, that's what it's come to, folks. Like we just literally just like we have no idea where we're going. We don't care. We just let the machine tell us where to go.
Right. No.
So the machine's going to win in the end.
Well, I showed you that video the other day.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy.
Yeah, with the robot doing parkour.
Yeah, that's creepy, man.
Yeah, that's
some
scary.
Creepy stuff.
Terminator's coming for us.
Yeah, that's creepy.
But as a whole, though, the whole driving out of the box thing, it was basically just me. Like I tend to stay within like 4 to 5 street range.
Right.
And now maybe I could go far down that street, but as long as I can get back to that street,
there's
I'm
the
good.
Fry's grocery center, there's the Taco Bell, and there's my house. That's all I need to know. That's it. That's all I need to know. No, what did you say? You said that at one time. This is like one of my favorite stories of yours. Because you just didn't want to get up off the couch.
Oh, no.
Okay, something.
Okay, yeah, so
I'm sitting there in my tatty whities.
Nope, stop it. All right. We haven't really gotten to the voice yet, but fine. That's fine.
All right.
The thing what Josh is talking about here is when I had a moment of laziness, and not just your average laziness, but extreme laziness. So I'll paint the picture here. I lived in an apartment, across the street from a 7-Eleven. All right, across the street. It was kind of raining outside, not too bad, but I didn't really want to go outside. I didn't want to get up. And I was thirsty, but I was out of soda at the time. So I was thinking, okay, I can go get some soda at 7-Eleven. And then I go, oh, wait.
This is so crazy.
I'll just order a pizza and have them bring me the soda. I wasn't really hungry. I mean, the pizza didn't go to waste.
This is like new level.
Yeah.
Like laziness.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so I ordered a pizza with the intention of getting soda.
What kind of pizza was it? Sausage?
Of course.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that's like, now that would be on the Rich Falls love list, which is you're trying to cut back on now. I get it. That along with the other Coca-Cola and anything Chicago, the blues. Like most people like, I read that, what was that one thing? That one guy in Bar Rescue, John Taffer, he's like, you know how many people consider blues their favorite type of music? And
me.
Yeah, Rich is like, that would be me. And he goes, I think he said something like 6%. And he goes, and you have a blues bar. Let's do the numbers here. See if we should continue on with this bar here.
I still don't understand why you have like 4 Christian stations, 5 country stations, 3 hip-hop stations in the city of Chicago, and not one station that's dedicated to blues.
Well, I know that blues like had a big like resurgence like back in the late 70s, early 80s, which and even like the biggest selling blues album is like it's the actual soundtrack
The Blues
of the
Brothers.
Yes, the Blues Brothers, which is like a fake, like they put their
Right.
band together and it's like a Saturday Night Live
It's
skit.
a good band.
It is good. It's cool. It's like I love it.
Yes.
I know you do. I used to always go, "Hey, Rich, you want to come over?" And he's like, "What are we doing? You want to watch the Blues Brothers?" So I always know that was on there. There's a couple of joke ones on here that I had on the thing, like, but it's like doesn't really. I had written on here short distance relationships.
Yeah, that's just simply because
You were in like the longest.
I was in a long
I think this is
distance
literally like the most
relationship.
successful long distance relationship I've ever seen, ever even heard of. Like how long did you live here and we're like dating
5
your
years.
and you're still dating her? You moved back and you're still dating her. And I'm like, that is a success story beyond like I can't even comprehend that. That's crazy. Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? Like as far as I mean, this is. I just wanted to basically go through this list for this
the hate list.
first visit with you. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a good good list that's
starting
very
point.
interesting, and I think that you're an interesting guy, man, to say the least.
What? So I'll just tell a little bit of the story of how kind of we met.
Okay. Yeah.
And how we kind of became friends in a little way here. So you came in to work at the same place I was working at.
Right. You're doing
you
sales for FedEx.
Yeah,
right.
sales for FedEx. You sat down to listen to calls for me, and I think it was probably after we introduced ourselves, you heard one call on the phone, and you turned to me and you go, "Are you from Wisconsin?" And
I
I'm
knew
like-
it was from the Midwest.
I'm like,
I just didn't know where.
I'm like, no, Chicago. And you're like, you sound like somebody to me. Do you know who Mr. Skin is? And it was a weird question,
Yeah.
but I actually did. So, not for any other
Yeah,
reason.
You kind of sound like him.
Yeah, whatever. But not for any other reason than he used to do interviews on The Score,
Right.
sports radio in Chicago. So that's how I knew
You
of
used to do
him.
skin reviews.
Yes.
He's
Yes.
so cheesy.
But and then shortly after that you started imitating my voice, and it just kind of went from there.
It became pretty legendary at the workplace there.
I
There's a
mean-
big. How many people worked there at one point? I mean, we got up to like what, 80 people, 60, 80 people, something like that.
Now
I mean,
it's over.
well, I'm just saying, like back
yeah.
when
back
we were all
when
there.
we were there, it was
Right.
just over 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
But to mention how much of a legend you kind of legit, I'll give you the credit for it. You kind of painted the picture.
Right.
I went to visit some friends still there, and the client, Chris Rabel, who was the client back when we worked there, called me many faces.
That's a great story. Yeah, because what was the backstory of that one? It was like
So you drew a picture,
right?
Of
Yeah, because the whole joke was you were always kind of like
I'm
always
even keel.
Yeah, you were always serious, never getting too excited to anything. You're just very straight faced. So I'm like, wow, okay, well, I'm just gonna draw a picture, and every single guy is gonna be like every single face is gonna be just a straight face. It's gonna be a straight face all the way down the line, and it's like, okay, and above each face would be like, this is Rich happy, this is Rich sad, this is Rich crazy, this is Rich mad, this is like, and it was like just it was like, I don't know how many it was, like 10 of them or whatever.
Sure.
And they're all the same face.
Yeah.
And when the client would come in, our supervisors would all tell us, hey, look, everybody's desk needs to be looking the same. Everybody needs to be very
organized.
Yeah. So here's how we want your desk to look. And for some reason, someone who had that up, was it Nicole? Someone hung it up and they didn't care. They're just like, I'm keeping this up. I'm keeping this picture up.
Yeah, I forget who the actual person
doesn't
was.
it sound like it would be Nicole or TJ or something like that?
Nicole, yeah.
Yeah. So the guy's like walking through and he's like, I could just see his face like looking around because like he's a pretty cool guy and he's like, man, this place sucks. It's boring around here. And he's like, what's going on with everybody? And then he sees that like the one thing that's like out of
the ordinary,
right?
Yeah.
And he looks over and he goes, many faces, the many faces of Rich Falls, and you're like, oh
I
yeah,
turned around.
Yeah, that's me. And he's like, what does that mean? And he's like, he's fascinated. He's drawn in. And so we had to explain that to him, and he loved it. But you said that you ran into him.
Yeah, I ran into him the other day because I went to go visit some friends back at the old job.
And how many years is this? Like,
this
is years later.
So for one, I haven't worked there in 2.5 years.
Right.
It's probably been 4 years.
Oh
no,
my God, that's great.
Longer than that. It's been about 6 years.
Wow.
Since that actually happened.
Wow.
And by the way, he called me many faces long after that. But first thing he said to me when he saw me, he said, hey, Many Faces is back.
That's awesome. That's great. That's awesome, man.
But, yeah.
All right. Well, dude, it's good to see you. I'm glad that you could do the show here, and we're going to definitely have you back sometime soon. And we have more stories we could talk about, but this is a good introduction. And I hope you have a great day, and and we'll check you later, man.
All right.
Have a good one.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. Go Blackhawks.
Go Irish.
All right, later, man. Thank you for tuning in to the Josh and Friends podcast. If you have any questions or comments about today's show, feel free to leave a message in the comment section below. If you enjoyed listening to the podcast, please share away. And make sure you give me a like or a good review. I can always use the help. I'm Josh, and thank you for being a friend.